It's update time. Christopher Moonlight here, director of the Quantum Terror, and once again the host of the Practical People, Practical Effects podcast show. If you're watching this on Instagram, this is going to be a full YouTube video, so if it cuts off, that's the reason. So I'm on what was formerly the set of the Quantum Terror, now back to just being a humble garage. Ooh, we're getting dizzy, and I'm going to tell you about what is going on with the movie. As I've said before, it's in the can, it's wrapped. We've done all the shooting that we're going to do, except for a few little stop motion moments, but we're in editing. The movie is almost locked to edit. Editing is taking a bit longer than I thought it was going to. But the movie's happening, it's in good hands, it's in good shape. So, where do I begin? Well, obviously, like I said, you may notice that there's a bunch of boxes behind me, and that's because we are moving. We're moving from Kyle, Texas, where we shot The Quantum Terror, to California, Los Angeles area most likely. Talking to a friend of mine about a job that is something that I'm very good at doing. It's not particularly movie, but my movie making skill set comes from this kind of work, and I'm looking forward to getting back to it so that I can finish up the Quantum Terror while I pay my bills. I'm gonna be closer to a lot of other people that are in the business, more talent, so I can get the next projects going. I'll also be a lot closer to a lot more special effects studios so that I can get a little more one-on-one with practical effects artists for the Practical People podcast show. By the way, if you haven't checked out the Practical People Practical Effects podcast show, it is on this YouTube channel. Just go to the main page. Please subscribe, by the way. I've talked to some really great people, Shannon Shea, Makeup Effects Group, Hiroshi Katagori, I will say that wrong, Sandy Kalora. I'm forgetting someone. I'm missing someone. They're going to be mad at me. But anyway, my most recent interview, which I just put up now, is with Odd Studio, who did the practical effects work on Alien Covenant. They're in Australia. And I've got another effects studio in Australia that I will be interviewing soon, which is Makeup Effects Group. I interviewed them once before. They're great guys. And actually one of them is helping me with the Quantum Terror, so thank you for that. Also ADI that helped me with the Quantum Terror. I'm hoping to interview them soon. I've been in communication with Don Lanning. Haven't lined anything up with him yet. I did an interview with Fawn Davis. The interview file got corrupted, so I'm hoping that I can get back together with Fawn again and redo the interview. He's a really nice guy and has some really great, interesting things to say. So I'm doing that, and I've got a Patreon, and I've got a backyard household filmmaking podcast that I'm doing, and I hope to do more tutorials, all of that stuff while I work a job. But there is a bit of a delay. Like I said, part of it is because editing's taking a bit longer than I anticipated, but the other part is it's a lot of work to move. We've been doing the job thing, packing up. We're going to drive from Texas to California. I am not driving a truck. My family and my animals are going to be in the car with my wife, and I intend to be in that car too. It's a lot for my wife to handle all of that on her own while I drive a truck, and I don't like driving a truck, so I'm going to get someone else to drive the truck. Anyway, yeah, and the house that the Quantum Terror was made in is for sale, so there you go. If you want to live in a house that hosts beings from another dimension, or at least did in the movie. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. I want to thank all of my Indiegogo supporters for their support. Thank you very much. Once again, thank you for your patience. You guys have been wonderful reaching out, talking to me. I really appreciate that. And that's pretty much going to be the deal. I will be back in California, I will finish up post-production, and this movie will be out. The people who were the Voice of Evil pledge reward holders will get to hear their voices in the movie. All of you who supported will get to see your name in the credits. DVD rewards, of course, I will get those sent out. Apologize for the how long the t-shirts are taking. Had a little bit of a thing with that I'm not going to go into, but I've got it worked out, and those t-shirts should be coming along soon. So get this movie out. I think it's going to be really good, if I do say so myself. As always, I know I'm forgetting to say stuff. These updates are always kind of hard to just talk into a phone, but I appreciate it. Questions, comments, you know the drill. You can leave them down there, or you can go to thequantumterror.blogspot.com and ask them in specific posts that give the updates and talk about this sort of thing. Also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Christopher Moonlight. Christopher Moonlight on Facebook, Christopher Moonlight on Instagram. There's at Quantum Terror on Twitter for the movie directly. So, I post this stuff all around social media. So, thank you again. And I will hopefully be giving another update soon. And maybe by then there will be a trailer and a date that the movie will be out by. And and it'll probably be from California. So, see you then.